You have 11 seconds to decide. A man is standing in front of you with a gun in one hand and a stack of cash in the other. He's not threatening you. He's not smiling either. Pick one, he says. Behind him, a truck idles. Behind that truck, a life you can't come back from. This is the moment everything changes. This is the moment you say yes. You don't know it yet, but by the end of this, you'll have made more money than your parents made in a decade, and lost more than you ever thought you had to lose. This is your life, rank by rank, inside a drug cartel. You're 19. You live in a 2-bedroom house with your mom and 3 siblings. Rent is $600 a month. Your mom works 2 jobs and it's still not enough. A man named Beto approaches you outside a corner store. He doesn't ask your name. He already knows it. You want to make $150 a day? Sit on your porch. Watch the street. Text me if you see a truck you don't recognize. $150 a day. That's more than your mom makes in 3 shifts. You say yes before he finishes the sentence. Week 1, it's easy money. You sit. You watch. You text a single word. Verdi. When a police car passes, that's it. That's the whole job. You buy your little sister new shoes. You buy your mom a phone. For the first time in your life, you're the one who provides. You don't know it yet, but you've just become the outer edge of a machine that stretches across 3 countries. And machines like this one don't let go of their smallest parts easily. 3 months in, Beto trusts you now. He hands you a backpack. Don't open it. Don't stop. Drive to this address. Someone will meet you. Inside the bag, 4 kilos of product wrapped tight in plastic and grease to fool the dogs. Street value, roughly $80,000. You drive with both hands on the wheel and your heart in your throat. Every red light feels like a trap. Every cop car in your mirror feels like the end. You make the drop. Nothing happens. You get paid $2,000, the more cash than you've ever held in one hand. You do it again the next week, and the week after that. You start sleeping with the bag in your room the night before a run, because losing it isn't a mistake you're allowed to make twice. 8 months in, you've never missed a drop. Beto notices. He introduces you to a man named El Raton, mid-30s, calm voice, dead eyes. He doesn't smile when he shakes your hand. You're loyal, he says. Loyalty gets used. Your job changes. You're not driving anymore. You're standing next to men with rifles, watching warehouses, watching people. You carry a gun for the first time. A 9mm tucked into your waistband, heavier than you expected, both literally and otherwise. You make $8,000 a month now. You move your mom into a real house, 3 bedrooms, a backyard, a fence. But you also can't sleep the way you used to. Every car that slows down outside makes your hand twitch toward your waist. You've started flinching at fireworks. 14 months in, El Raton gives you your first real assignment. A man skimmed product from a shipment, $30,000 missing. You're told to have a conversation with him. You go. 2 other men go with you. The conversation doesn't stay a conversation for long. You don't pull the trigger, but you're standing 3 feet away when someone else does. You drive home in silence. You shower for 11 minutes, longer than you ever have. You don't tell your mother anything. You make $15,000 that month. You don't spend a single dollar of it. It just sits there in a shoebox like it's radioactive. 2 years in, El Raton is arrested in a raid. Someone has to take his place. It's you. You now control an entire territory. 6 blocks, 4 safe houses, 23 people who answer to you. You make decisions about who gets paid, who gets punished, who gets removed. Your income, roughly $40,000 a month. You buy a house under your cousin's name because you can't legally explain where the money came from. You drive a 2019 Cadillac Escalade, tinted windows, always. But you sleep with a gun under your pillow now. You have 3 phones, one for family, one for business, one you destroy every 30 days. You trust exactly 4 people in the entire world. 3 years in, the cartel is expanding. You're chosen to negotiate a supply deal with a rival organization, the kind of meeting where one wrong word ends in bodies. You sit at a table with 5 armed men from a cartel that was, until last year, trying to kill people exactly like you. You negotiate a deal worth $2 million. You shake hands with a man who, 6 months ago, ordered the death of someone you knew. You go home that night and stare at the ceiling. You realize you've stopped feeling anything when you hear about a death anymore. Not fear, not sadness, Nothing. You used to cry at movies. You can't remember the last time you felt something that wasn't calculation. 4 years in, you're pulled out of the streets entirely. Too valuable to risk on the ground now. Your new job, hide the money, millions of it. You buy restaurants, car washes, a chain of gyms, all fronts, all cash-in-hand businesses that can explain away dirty money as profit. You control roughly $50 million a year in cartel revenue, moving through shell companies you barely understand yourself. You wear a suit now. You meet with actual accountants, actual lawyers, some of whom know exactly what they're hiding, some who choose not to ask. You haven't held a gun in 8 months. You tell yourself that makes you clean. It doesn't. You just moved further from the trigger. Someone still pulls it. 6 years in, the cartel's top boss trusts almost no one. He trusts you. You now oversee an entire region, hundreds of people, a private army, control over routes worth hundreds of millions of dollars a year. You own 4 properties across 2 countries. You have a private security detail of your own, 12 men armed around you at all times. Not because you're powerful, because you're a target now, every single hour of every single day. You haven't seen your mother in 11 months. It's too dangerous for her to be near you. You send money. You don't send yourself. You realize, somewhere in the quiet at 3 a.m., that you built an empire to protect the people you love. And it's the exact reason you can never be near them again. 7 years in, it ends the way it always ends. A raid. 200 armed federal agents, helicopters. A tip from someone you trusted. You still don't know who. You're 27 years old. You have $340 million somewhere in accounts you can't access from a cell. You have a name that will follow you into every prison record for the rest of your life. You think about the boy who said yes for $150 a day. You think about how far $150 traveled, through blood, through silence, through every version of you that died quietly along the way to get here. You realize too late the thing no one tells you at level 1. The cartel was never paying you to move product. It was paying you piece by piece to disappear. Every rank promises more money. Every rank takes more of you. By the time you reach the top, there's nothing left to protect, because there's nothing left of who you used to be. That's the price no cartel ever puts on the table, and it's the only price that's guaranteed to be paid.